We will leave Tinubu for Masses Court. Let Nigerians judge Supreme Court ruling. Labour Party Campaign Council. Okay, so this is following the judgment that the Supreme Court had passed yesterday, affirming Tinubu's presidency and also upholding and affirming the judgment from the lower court, which is Presidential Election Petition Court. Okay, so with all of this happening, I know that the Supreme Court is the apex court of Nigeria, and there's no other court to go, and so I'm sure Atiku is resting his case because he already said that, if the Supreme Court, favors Tinubu, that he will drop the case. Now, Labour Party is also saying that they will leave Tinubu for the Masses Court and let Nigerians judge Supreme Court ruling. Labour Party Campaign Council is saying this now on behalf of Labour Party. So let's dive into the detail and see what they have to say. The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council has stated that its candidate Peter Obi actually proved his case beyond reasonable doubt, but the courts choose to pay deaf ears to the appeal. Now, the spokesman for the campaign council, Yunus Atanko, said this while reacting to the Supreme Court ruling on the petitions filed by his party seeking the nullification of Bola Tinubu's victory during the February election. Sahara reporters had reported how the apex court sitting in Abuja on Thursday dismissed the petitions filed by the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and his People Democratic Party counterpart Atiku Abubakar against the election of President Bola Tinubu in the February 25 presidential poll. Reacting to the judgment, Tanko, who spoke to Punch on the telephone on Thursday, said, "As far as we are concerned, we have brought out our cases beyond reasonable doubt, but the court choose to look at the other side and turn a deaf ear to our plea, and they have taken their decision. Simple. As Democrats, we will not do anything otherwise, but rather resort to the Masses Court, the public and the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They can analyze this judgment vice versa what they are facing, vis-a-vis what they are facing at the moment, and what's the credibility of the leadership already enthroned." Tanko added, "We will continue to be law-abiding and follow the dictates of democracy. Don't forget that democracy also gives room for people to speak on issues if they feel they are being offended. So we have done our bit, and we will leave this particular issue now to the Masses Court." He insisted that the party asked for Tinubu's disqualification because of their belief that he was not qualified to run for the election. He added, "Also, we made a plea as regards the interpretation of the 25% qualification of Federal Capital Territory. We also made a plea as regards the issue of the processes in which INEC followed according to the Electoral Act, which all fell on deaf ears." The spokesman added that Obi would make pronouncements on his political future soon. Exactly. Actually, they have done their bit and they should leave it to go and sleep. That is it. Nigeria has decided what they want. The judiciary has decided what they want for Nigeria. And now what I think is look at the best way to forge ahead. Peter Obi is not going to be poor. I tell you, so many people are not going to be poor. And at the same time, the ones that are supporting the government should wait to judge for themselves exactly how the government will go. It is just like Tanko Unisa is saying about the Masses Court. It means that you judge, you will see the credibility of the judges versus the performance of the government that have been enthroned, and you now make your own decision the way you want. That is it. So now it means that Labour Party is not doing anything. They're not going to. There's no other court to go actually, and so they will rest their case and then determine what next within the party. They have to put the party together. I think now people like Arabambi can go and rest. People like Apapa, Lamidi Apapa, who can go and rest, and all the people that APC have paid to disturb Labour Party can now go and rest. Okay, they cannot go and sleep, and then chop the bread of sorrow, because obviously I don't see what it has to offer. They don't have anything to offer, to be honest, and to be honest. So there are a few comments here from a few individuals. Somebody is saying, let me see here. Somebody is saying, what a shame for a nation's judiciary. In Nigeria, there are two constitutions and the law, okay? One for the poor masses and the other for the criminal politicians. The judiciary interprets an arm of the law to the favor of politicians and the other arm to the detriment of the poor masses. In the UK, a deputy Senate president was jailed and he is doing his time in the UK. There is no judge in Nigeria who can achieve that. And you wonder why the Supreme Court cannot sack Tinubu. It is because it is not in the politician's arm of the law and constitution. Somebody say maybe you are legally knowledgeable than those 7 judges of the Supreme Court. Possibly. Stop your perverted view. You do not know better than the judges. The judges obviously are perverted. There's no two ways about it. And somebody say you should have left Tinubu to the masses a long time ago. You wasted money on nothing. Now you have realized that you have no case all along. So you were just emotional and you tried to use emotional blackmail on the judiciary. It didn't work. So you just can't fix it. Can you imagine? All right, so Labour Party just wasted billions of naira on Nigerians' lawyers for no reason. They and their supporters were full of media trial. So what happened now for Labour Party? Okay, another piece of propaganda by Labour and Obidius. The truth is that Obi does not have what it takes to win the presidential election, as the law requires, and depending on the FCT, is a must-do stupid thing for no state is special. All right. The matter may be ended in Nigeria, but not in US. Atiku Obi and everyone should make sure FBI and co put everything about Tinubu in US. They should make sure he is probed and criminalized. Tinubu should not be on the ballot in 2027. Meanwhile, big up yourself for Peter Obi. They said you had no structure, but you won the election. That is it. Peter Obi was a force. It was a very strong force in this election. There's no way to hide it. Thomas Atiku should not go there because he was indicted by grand jury along with ex-wife and ex-convict former Louisiana Congressman William Jefferson. Atiku also sold Nigeria's stolen crude oil to a refinery in Louisiana, which was illegal under USA law. So he made a deal with Agent OBJ in 2019, which got him 48 hours UN diplomatic visa. Otherwise, he would have been arrested on enter through Dole's airport instead of. Somebody said it is over. So for you, it is over. It ain't over till it is over. According to Americans, why should anyone cover crime? Should they not open the jails in Nigeria and free anyone? Should they not release Kano and Emefiele? What is it am I missing? What is it am I missing? It is not over, it is over according to Americans. It is not according to Americans, but by Peter Yogi Biowara, who was the Yankee manager during baseball World Series. Okay, trying to correct the source of it is not over and it is over. Okay. All right. So that is what Labour Party is saying, that they will leave this judgment for the masses court.